So that means after clicking on welcome dot click, the logout operation has been failed. Even if you are writing by ID or name also, this line of code, it will be failed and it will throw an exception. Okay, what kind of exception means? It will throw an exception, no such element exception only. 1 second. See, no such element exception. Okay, why it is showing no such element exception, I will tell you. Okay, sorry, if you, even if you are writing correct locator also, why it is showing no such element exception. Okay, that is the point we need to analyze. Okay, now let's go to the part. So see, I'm clicking on welcome, and after that, that sub menu is loading, correct? And so after clicking on welcome and the sub menu, it has to load, and after that the logout menu has to display. Then after that it can able to click on logout.click. But every set of instruction the driver will execute within fraction of milliseconds. Okay, in case if the within the fraction of milliseconds, if it could not able to locate this one, okay, so it is throwing an exception, no such element exception. See, after clicking on welcome, immediately it has to click on logout, but still here menu is loading slowly. Once it is loading, and after that it has to display logout. Once logout is displayed, then it has to click on logout.click. That means every set of driver instruction it is executing within fraction of milliseconds. But here the operation it has to wait. The driver has to wait until that logout option is displayed. Okay, that means there is a performance issue. So it's not loaded, and so the driver is clicking by that time itself driver is trying to execute logout.click, but logout.click when it is coming and checking, but during that time it was loading, and driver is throwing as usual no such element exception. Okay, so to avoid this problem, and I'm writing implicit wait driver dot manage dot timeout. So what does that line means in case if driver is wherever the web element is not loading immediately, suppose it is trying to execute logout dot click. So immediately what kind of exception it is throwing? No such element exception. Before throwing no such element exception, okay, and I'm telling to my driver wait for 10 seconds, at least wait for 10 seconds. After 10 seconds still the web element is not loaded, then you can throw no such element exception. So but that means, so the driver will wait. Suppose in case logout web element is not it's not displayed immediately, driver will wait, and for as per the implicit time it will wait for 10 seconds, and mean the time in case if the web element is loading within the 10 seconds, again it will execute that line of code and it will be clicked logout.click. Okay, suppose, so that means if the web element is loading within the default implicit time, okay, so the driver can able to handle automatically and it will click on logout. So now let's go and run the program. So this time the driver will wait for 10 seconds. So wait for 10 seconds means it does not wait completely 10 seconds. In case if the web element is loading in 3 seconds, the next moment in the first second itself, it can able to perform click operation. Suppose the web element has been loaded after 3 seconds. In the 4th second, the driver will click on that web element. So I'm telling to my driver, max you can wait up to 10 seconds. That means I'm not telling completely up to 10 seconds. The moment when the web element has been loaded within the default implicit time, so driver will handle automatically. Okay, previously it's executing every set of driver instruction within fraction of milliseconds. But this time, before throwing no such element exception, it will check for the web element for up to 10 seconds. In case if it is got loaded, it can be handled automatically. See, this time my program was successfully executed. Understood everyone? So this time, so after clicking on welcome, again it's waiting, and after that whenever logout has been displayed, it's able to click logout. So in the interviews, people will ask what is mean by implicit wait. The driver will wait as per the implicit time specified. Okay, in case any of the web element is not loading, okay, the driver will wait as per the implicit time specified. Okay, so this rule will be applicable for any of the web element, not for only logout. Wherever the web element is not loading, the driver will wait as per the implicit time specified. In case if it is got loaded within the default implicit time, the driver can able to handle automatically at that particular line. Okay, clear to everyone? Okay, so in the interviews they will ask you the syntax, so you have to tell this one. Okay, driver will wait as per the implicit time specified. That's it on. And this is the best practice. What is the coding standards that you are following in your programs? People will ask. So once after launching browser, we are following implicit wait time. Okay, so that driver can able to handle any of the web element. So this is the best practice, and this is the coding standard that you are following. You have to tell in the interviews. Clear to everyone? Because we cannot assume where that web element will be loaded slowly, how much time it will take. So that's why. Yes.
The driver will wait for each and every web element, sir?
Not for each and every web element. Wherever the web element having performance issue, wherever the web element is not loading, at that particular web element only it will wait. Clear the point? Okay, yeah. Something you are asking. That one only.
Sir, may you know the difference between this thread.sleep and wait method?
No. 1 second. Still, I haven't discussed about thread.sleep. So you can come after explaining thread.sleep concept. Okay. So now
we have used once in the program.
Yeah. I will come to that point. Okay. So
Okay,
now
okay.
I am going back to the explicit wait. Okay. So let us assume. Okay. Now let us assume one of the web element is loading. Okay. One of the web element is loading after 10 seconds. That means that web element is crossing more than default implicit wait time. And that suppose the logout operation web element reference is loading, okay, in 15 seconds or 20th second. So what kind of exception it will throw? No such element exception, because I have waited up to 10 seconds. Still that web element has not been displayed. Obviously, I don't know that web element reference. So I will throw no such element exception. Okay. So that kind of exception it is thrown. That means sometimes some of the web elements cannot be loaded as per the default implicit wait time. And we have to tell to the driver, this web element is taking more than default implicit wait time. So such web elements we need to handle by using explicit wait. Explicit wait means you are giving extra time. Okay, for that specific web element, you are giving extra time, because within default 10 seconds, it is not loading every time. Okay, sometimes that web element is loading in 15 seconds, 20 seconds, 25 seconds, or 30 seconds, like that it is loading. So in such case, to handle that specific web element, we have to write explicit wait. Implicit wait is a rule applicable for all the web elements wherever it has performance issue, and driver by default it will wait for 10 seconds. And if it is loading within the default implicit wait time, driver can able to handle automatically. But some of the web element, it will exceeds implicit wait time. Then such cases, to handle that specific web element, we have to write explicit wait condition. Okay, let's see how to write explicit wait. Okay, suppose I'm having an issue. I'm having an issue on logout. So I'm having an issue. I'm able to click on welcome. Let us assume this web element is loading after this web element is loading. Let us assume this web element is loading after 15 seconds or 20 seconds. Then these are the two lines of code I have to write. So WebDriver wait is equal to new WebDriver wait of driver comma 60. Wait dot until expected conditions dot visibility of element located by ID, by name, by XPath, by link text, by partial link text. So you can write whatever you want, and by link text logout I have written. So that means for 60 seconds I am giving, because this is not handling within the 10 seconds. So I'm telling, so whenever I'm writing this line of code means for on the logout web element, I'm telling to my driver, wait for max up to 60 seconds. In case if the web element is loading exceeding 10 seconds, the driver can wait max for specific to that web element up to 60 seconds. Means 11th, 12th, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20. Suppose web element got loaded in 21 seconds. So immediately in 22 seconds, it can be handled. So that means, so this web element border will be highlighted in 22 seconds. And after that, I'm taking the snapshot. And after that, I'm writing logout.click. So the moment when the web element has been displayed, so the driver is handling automatically. Understood? Okay. So wherever the web element, if any of the web element is exceeding more than default implicit wait time, okay, and you have to write explicit wait. Okay. So whenever you are executing some dry runs, means repeatedly you are testing the script and you observed that web element is not loading within the default implicit time. So you have to write explicit wait. And to write explicit wait, you have to write these 2 lines of code. WebDriver wait is equal to new WebDriver wait of driver comma 60 and wait dot until expected conditions dot visibility of element located by ID or name or XPath or link text you can write. Once that web element has been displayed and it is handling by web fluid explicit wait, and I'm highlighting the web element border and click operation. So suppose this line of code, it is executing on 25th element means, so 25th second means, so that means here the driver is waiting for 24 seconds and in 25th second it is handling. Okay. So here also the driver is not completely waiting for 60 seconds. The moment when the web element is loading, it is handling automatically. Understood everyone? Okay. Now I am going to ask you a question. Can anybody tell me? Okay. So in a program, can I write implicit wait and explicit wait? Yes, right? We
Yes.
can write. Okay. Implicit means it's a global rule applicable for any of the web element. Okay. Explicit means that web element is handling, means we are giving extra time to handle that one. Okay. So that's it. Simple thing is explicit wait means giving extra time for the specific web element. Implicit means it's a global time for any of the web element. That's it. Okay. So now let's go and check. So I cannot able to show you where the web element it is crossing more than default implicit time. So I don't have such example. So that's why I'm handling this one by commenting this line implicit. I'm going to show you how that by using explicit wait. Okay, because it is crossing 10 second and 11 second, 15th second, it's loading. I cannot able to show you. So that's why I'm showing by explicit wait condition only. So let's go and run this program. So in a program, we can write implicit and explicit wait. So in case if it is handled by implicit wait time, well and fine. In case if it is not handled within the default implicit, it can be automatically handled by explicit wait because we have given extra time for that specific web element. What happened? Login. Okay. Here I have written.
Sir, more than one element we can give explicit wait, sir.
Not more than one web element. Wherever the web element is loading, you observed, noticed it's crossing implicit wait time. There you can write to handle that specific web element. You can write explicit. Understood now? Okay. Yeah. Yes. But even I tried also, but here 1 second. Suppose 1 second. 1 second means obviously it can be handled automatically. Because fraction of milliseconds the driver will execute. Even 1 second means that logout can be after it's loading within 1 second only. So I cannot able to replicate that scenario. That's why. Okay, whenever you notice such issue, you can try it. Okay, right. So now we understood What is an explicit wait? Means giving extra time for a specific web element. Okay, wherever it is crossing default implicit wait time, so we have to handle by explicit wait. Okay. Okay, now let's go to the next point, last one, fluent wait. So we are clear about implicit wait and fluent wait. Implicit wait is a global rule or specific web element rule? I'm asking a question.
Global, sir.
Global rules.
Global.
Okay. Explicit wait is a global rule or a specific web element?
Specific web.
Clear to everyone? Okay, good. And even fluent wait is also handled to specific web element only. Sir, already explicit wait has been given. Why fluent wait again they have given? Okay, I will tell you that point. Okay, but people are using explicit wait only. Nobody is using fluent wait. Even fluent wait also it is used to handle specific web element only. Okay, let's see the fluent wait syntax. So I commented out this implicit wait because I want to show you that web element is handling automatically by fluent wait. So I'm going back to logout. So here I am writing fluent wait syntax like this. Okay, so this is the complete line of code. Okay, this is the complete line of code. Okay, this is the complete line of code I have written for fluent wait syntax. And so this is the wait object has been created by using fluent wait. So this is the wait object has been created. So these are the complete lines of code you have to write it. And wait dot until. So web element logout 1 is equal to. So logout 1 is a web element object reference. And this is the complete syntax for fluent wait. So that means this is the complete line of code is I have written for fluent wait. It's a very big syntax. Okay, in the interviewer will expect at least minimum these lines of code that you have to explain in the interview. And web element logout 1 is equal to wait dot until. Okay, new fluent wait. So this is the complete syntax I have written here. You can write by ID, by name, or by XPath of that logout web element. You can refer. Generally, on fluent wait, people will prefer to write XPath only. So I also have written XPath. So I have written. So this logout web element, I have given extra time, maximum time up to 120 seconds. Or I have specified 60 seconds, and I'm specifying pooling every frequency means I'm specifying 20 seconds. That means what does this line of code means? The driver will go and perform search operations on the web page. Okay, on inspect, you are inspecting logout, right? So the driver will go and check for the name as name or ID or XPath, this one for every 20 seconds. So pooling every means for every 20 seconds, the driver will go and do search operation, whether this XPath has been loaded or not, whether this ID is reference is available or not. So 20 means how many maximum search iterations it can perform? 20, 40 and 60 means max it can able to perform 3 iterations, 3 search operations. Suppose in the second search operations, if the web element has been displayed, so it will be handled automatically. So in the third search operation, it can be performed like that. Okay, but in both the cases, the moment when the web element has been loaded, it will be handled automatically. Okay, and here I want to tell you one story. Okay, this is the concept I will tell in every class. Okay, to give the some more example. Okay, there is a family. Okay, and one boy and one girl is waiting for their parents, for their grandparents. Okay, grandparents are coming to their home. Okay, to the kids home. Okay, and boy is waiting at the door continuously there itself, but girl is coming for every 20 seconds whether their grandparents came or not. Okay, and she's coming and going, she's coming and going, she's coming and going like that for every 20 seconds. But boy and girl both are entering at the same time when the grandparents arrived. That means here in this example, who is explicit wait, who is fluent wait? Boy is explicit wait and girl is fluent wait. Who is taking unnecessary button? Who is taking unnecessary button?
Girl.
Girl. Because why those many iterations it has to do? boy is waiting there itself only. The moment and it is loaded, it is coming. That's why people are using explicit wait only. Unnecessarily, driver is getting more burden. Okay, fluent wait is not recommended. That's why you are could able to see these methods and strike out also. That means these methods, if it is strike out, if it is displayed like this, those are depreciated methods. People are not using these methods much at all. Okay, and after that, the logout has been loaded. See, and I'm highlighting that logout web element border. And after that, logout one dot click. So after highlighting the web element, and this is the logout web element operation, I want to do click operations. I'm writing logout one dot click. Okay, so I'm taking, once web element border has been highlighted, I'm taking the snapshot, and after that I'm doing logout one dot click. So this is the complete line of code I have written for fluent wait. Okay, so in both the cases, that is the reference. Understood, everyone? Okay, so that means the fluent wait only difference is driver is performing more search operations on a particular web element. Okay, and but in concept wise, both our web elements are handling the same time only. Okay, there is no difference. Only syntax part is big. That's it. Okay, right. Now we understood implicit wait and explicit wait, and I want to give you one example for implicit and explicit wait also. Okay, so in implicit wait, a bus driver, okay, a school bus driver is driving the he is picking every student at every bus stop. Okay, if the people are by default at every bus stop, the driver is waiting for 10 seconds. But a guy is a physically challenged guy, and he can come to the bus stop very slowly. So driver is waiting for 10-20 seconds at that other particular bus stop. Okay, so to pick that web element, to handle that, to pick up that guy, the driver has given 20 seconds. Understood, right? In all other bus stops, by default, driver is waiting for 10 seconds. So that means default bus stops means implicit wait. Okay, to handle that specific boy or girl, okay, he's waiting for up to 20 seconds. That means that specific boy or specific girl, he has to take care specially. That's why he's handling explicit wait. Understood? Same concept, it will applicable here as well. Clear the point? Okay, that's it on the waits concept. So we have left one more program. So totally writing of waits, when to write waits, you are clear. Implicit means driver is handling automatically. Explicit and fluent means it is used to applicable for a specific web element wherever it is crossing more than default implicit time. So we are handling specific web elements. And let's come back to the thread.sleep, last one. Thread.sleep, I'm going to log out. So after clicking on welcome.click, I have written thread.sleep for 10,000 means 10 seconds. Okay, thread.sleep, I have specified 10 seconds and logout.click. So what will happen after clicking on welcome? So according to line number 105, the program execution, this line of code will be executed after 10 seconds. Okay, so that means that time the logout will be displayed on the web page. Correct or not? And after 10 seconds, that logout is available and the driver is clicking. So can I able to handle synchronization by using thread.sleep also, right? So I can able to handle by writing thread.sleep also. But in the interviews, to handle synchronization, have you used thread.sleep? If they will ask, you have to say no. Okay, you should not supposed to say yes. Okay, and while writing set of driver instructions, okay, have you used thread.sleep? Sir, this is the best way and easy one line of code, and we can write easily. Why we have to write implicit, explicit, fluent? Okay, but why it is not recommended, I will tell you. Okay, suppose you have written thread.sleep here, and another particular web element also you are getting the same issue, and there also you have written thread.sleep, and again at 10 places you are writing thread.sleep at 10 places. Is it better to write thread.sleep 10 places, or is it better to write implicit wait time one time? Writing of implicit wait time is writing because driver is automatically handling. Okay, but here what you are writing thread dot sleep at 10 places, and the driver after 2 seconds only the web element is displayed. Still you are waiting 8 more seconds. Forcefully you are waiting 8 more seconds to complete. That means how much execution time it will be impacted during your program execution. So lot of time it will be wasted. Almost 10 into 5 or 10 into 6, 60 seconds got wasted. Even if web element displayed also, you are not able to perform immediately. But whereas in implicit wait, the driver is handling automatically. Got the point? So thread dot sleep is recommended or not? So if you are writing thread dot sleep across the program, you will see only thread dot sleep. But it's not at all required because driver is automatically handling, because you specified implicit time is 20 seconds. The driver is maximum, it is waiting. In case it is loading early also, it is handling automatically. So no need to write thread dot sleep at all. Got the point? Okay, somebody has asked this doubt online. Okay, so everyone is clear why thread dot sleep is not recommended.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So in the interviews, if people will ask, can we use thread dot sleep for synchronization? Synchronization means driver has to wait. Okay, so can we use thread dot sleep? No, it's not recommended. If you are using thread dot sleep, you have to write multiple places. Unnecessarily execution time will be impacted, and lines of code also it will be increased. So it is waste. Okay, all right. And where to use thread dot sleep, I will tell you in the next class. Okay, but while writing to handle set of driver instructions, thread dot sleep is not at all recommended. Okay, so how do you handle synchronization in Selenium? So people will ask question like this: how do you handle synchronization in Selenium? People will ask question like this. We can handle synchronization by using 3 types of waits in Selenium: implicit, explicit, or fluent wait. Okay, driver will wait as per the implicit time specified, and it can be handled automatically. And wherever the web elements are loading more than default implicit time and it has to handle specially, then we can use either explicit wait or fluent wait. Okay, so that's it on the waits concept. That's it on the synchronization part. Synchronization means the driver has to wait until that web element is displayed. After that only it has to perform click operation. Understood the importance of implicit and so you have written ID name XPath correctly only, but still that web element you are getting an issue, no such element exception. So what does that mean? That web element is loading slowly on the web page. Okay, and you have to handle either implicit or explicit. So if you are getting an issue, no such element exception, okay, so there could be 2 reasons. If you, even though you have given correctly also, there could be 2 reasons. Might be you have not specified implicit or explicit. Okay, you specified implicit and explicit. Still you are getting an issue, no such element exception. What could be the reason? What could be the reason? You have specified implicit and explicit wait also. Still I am getting that issue, no such element exception. What could be the reason? That web element is available inside a frame. Just now we discussed about that. Okay, so the driver has to switch into the frame and we have to handle that one. Got the point? Yeah, that's it for today. So we had completed lab number 18 and 19. Okay, in these 2 labs, just you can run the programs. There is no need to do any kind of special labs. Just run the programs, understand the concept, and prepare the syntax by yourself. Okay, so we can revise the same topic by tomorrow. Yeah, that's it for today. Thank you, everyone. One second.